was watching a video by this YouTuber named Ruff, Ruff, and he was talking about self-belief. And then I remembered something I read from a book titled The Diary of a CEO. So you may have heard of that before. The Diary of a CEO, it's a pretty popular podcast. And the guy who runs it, Stephen Bartlett, he made a book called The Diary of a CEO, and he basically talked about self-belief in one of the chapters. It's an amazing book. Honestly, you should go and get it. Just type in The Diary of a CEO on Amazon, and then you'll find it. And it talks about self-belief, and one of the things I remember is that it talked about a way to change your belief into more empowering ones. And the way you do that is through basically arguing with yourself about it. So I've got the book here, but I'll try and explain to you from what I remember. When you have a limiting belief, the way you want to destroy that limiting belief is not by actually just like kind of arguing with it, but rather asking yourself, like, why do I believe this? And then when you provide yourself newer evidence which would lead to a positive outcome, you're more likely to change your belief. So I remember I did this because I wasn't being productive at one point. Like recently, I wasn't really productive. And I just journaled to myself, like, why do I believe do I believe I'm unproductive? Do I believe I'm lazy? And then it was like, where did this come from? And then it was like, I figured out where it came from. I started journaling more and more, and the more I journaled about it and the more I questioned that belief, the weaker my conviction in the belief became. That, like, I started to believe it less and less, and then that is when you can start to implant new evidence and believe that you are more productive. Because when you have a belief which is more positive and would suggest positive outcomes, you're more likely to change that belief. So I don't really want to ramble on too much, but basically, an actionable. I'm just checking my phone to get the highlights of. Actually, it's not even important, bro. The actionable step which you need to take if you want to change your beliefs is just journal about them. That's all you gotta do. Just journal, or just sit around and literally question, why do I believe this thing? Is this thing a positive thing which is going to help me get closer to my goals? If you're answering, like, however you answer these questions, start to implant new beliefs which would lead to a positive outcome, which would help you achieve your goals. And I promise, when you start to change your beliefs, you'll start to change your life. See you later.